Hi everybody, I'm back, and today, as you all know, Father's Day is coming up, and I decided to make a little gift for my father. And I'm making a card as usual for Father's Day. But this time it's a bit different. I'm making a little computer card for my father. So here's how it works. I combined two blue pieces of paper together, but you can pick any colored paper you want. Like this. And now I'm going to design something on the front, but I'll do that later. Then I'm going to add a little keyboard right over here, just like on this computer, as you can see. And then on this top part, I am going to have the screen, like a normal computer does, just like this. Now, let's get working on the keyboard, shall we? So, as you can see, on the keyboard, the first row has 16 rectangles. The second row has 14. And then the third row also has 14. Then it becomes fewer by becoming 13, then 12, and then eventually 10. But we also have to leave some space right over here. So we need to make the keyboard a bit smaller. Okay, so as you can see, I did the easier part of this keyboard first. Now, obviously it's easy because you just make that line and then you make this little part of the keyboard by measuring the sides. This part I did 10.5 and this part is 6.5. But then when you go to the top part of this keyboard, it becomes a bit more trickier because they are all in different sizes. Some are big, like the space or the shift. But then some are small, like the A button or the 2 button. So, let's start drawing the trickier part. As you can see, I started working on the trickier part of the keyboard. I have divided the keyboard into 6 rows because that's how many rows there are on a keyboard. Now, as you can see, I started working on the first row, and it has very small rectangles, and it has 16 rectangles to be exact. And what I did first was then I selected the middle point, which is right here. And then I got the middle point of these two parts again, which is right here. And then I found the middle points of those two, which are these right here. Now, as you can see, I started working already, but I got 8 equal points. But since there are 16 rectangles, I have to fit 2 of these tiny rectangles in in the middle of each of these little dots. So as you can see, I have completed the first row where all the rectangles are equal. And on the second row, all of the squares are equal except for the backspace button. On the third row, all of the squares are equal except for the tab button. Now on the fourth row, there are 2 big ones. The caps lock button, which is right here, and then the enter button, which is right over here. Now, so as you can see, I've completed the whole keyboard except for one little thing. I have to draw the numbers, the letters, and then the signs. So let's get to it. Okay, so as you can see, I completed the keyboard and then I moved on to the main screen. I wrote the URL right up here and then I wrote down some apps that my computer has. Now, for the main part of this screen, I'm going to write Happy Father's Day right over here on the top, and then I'm going to do a little letter for my father right over here. As you can see, I have finished the inside of this little computer card. I have the keyboard right here, and then I have the main screen over here. Okay, so now it's time to decorate the front part of this computer. I'm going to make a badge, and as you can see, I started to make a paper fan. But I need 2 paper fans, so it's time to work on the second one. If you didn't know how to make paper fans, they are very easy. You just take paper and then fold them into equal sizes, just like I'm doing right now. As you can see, I finished making 2 fans, and then I stapled both the fans together on the corners, as you can see. And now what I'm going to do is make this I made this circle that says best dad in it, which I'm going to stick in the middle like this. And now it's time to make the banners that go here. So let's get cutting. Now it's ready. Okay, so now my whole computer card for my father is ready. This is the front, and then when you open it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my video.